we'll do a similar format to the last time, and I'll ask the Manchester United manager to start off with a couple comments. Before he does, I want to introduce Javier Hernandez and Wayne Rooney of Manchester United. Manager?
Thank you. Well, we're at this stage now that the games get a bit more serious. And obviously the MLS team is even much stronger than the team we played last year. With David and Jerry playing their side, it's two incredibly fantastic footballers and great profile. And yeah, we're looking forward to this table match. I think we need it now. The last game in Chicago obviously was played in tremendous heat. I think we felt it in the first half. Unfortunately, we managed to turn the game round. We made substitutions in the second half, and that helped us. And the temperature went down a bit, went from 150 to 100, I think. But it was warm. I think it was much cooler on Wednesday. So we look forward to that match.
Great. Again, raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question. We'll start down here in the second row.
Wayne, do you think the club's form has been better than it was during last year's tour? And if so, why?
Sorry, just again, please.
Do you think the club's form has been better than it was during last year's tour of America? And why?
I don't know, I think it's been quite similar really. Obviously last year there was a lot of players who didn't come on at all because of the World Cup. But yeah, we've had a full squad here, and we've trained well, and during the game we've played some good stuff, and it's basically all about just getting the fitness, getting the work, and then obviously trying to prepare for the upcoming season.
Yeah, for Javier, en español. Javier, aquí. Sí. Para ti, ¿qué significa esta oportunidad como jugador joven y jugando en Europa y aquí en Norteamérica? For you, Javier, what this experience means to you here in America for the All-Star?
No, I'm very happy. My first game with Manchester United was in the pre-season also with the MLS All-Star, and I'm very happy. I'm very excited to be with my team again, to be training today. I'm very happy, and like Wayne said, we are looking forward. We need to play a very good game tomorrow because there are too many good players.
Go over to the right side here.
Javier, una pregunta. ¿Qué hay de diferencia entre ese primer debut con Manchester y en esta ocasión? ¿Cómo has evolucionado como jugador? ¿Qué encuentras de diferencias?
Híjole, yo creo que yo estoy igual de feliz y de contento. Para mí no hay ninguna diferencia porque estoy sintiendo lo mismo que cuando fue la primera vez. Igual me estaba viendo los partidos en la televisión y se sentía raro el estar del otro lado, ¿no? El no poder estar ahí, aunque sea en la tribuna o apoyando al equipo, se siente muy diferente, pero ahorita estoy feliz, contento, siento lo mismo, con muchísimas ganas de trabajar día a día, de seguir creciendo, de seguir aprendiendo y dar todo de mí para poder ayudar a este equipo.
Okay. Our next question will go on the left side here, front row.
Javier, you had a great first season with United. What are you hoping to get out of next season? And do you think it'll be tougher now defence is maybe ready for you?
No, the only thing in my mind is to work hard every day, to keep improving, to keep learning, to do all my best to help my team. Because like I always said, if I score goals or I will score goals, it's a consequence of all the effort team, of all the team effort. And I'm happy, I'm enjoying a lot, I'm keeping in a dream. It's a dream come true for me. I'm very happy and enjoying a lot. And like I said, I repeat a lot because this is the way I think. I want only to keep improving and to do my best to help my team.
I'm going to go to Jack Bell.
Sir Alex, I was wondering if you could discuss some of the challenges of preparing the team for the season and also meeting the financial demands of the club to go on tour before every season.
Well, as far as the financial concerns we've got, we've always gone on pre-season tours abroad ever since I came to the club. The first one in 88 was in Japan, Thailand. So it's always been part of our preparations to go abroad. Mainly, I would say in the Far East at the time, there was a fantastic fan base we had there. Now, in the last few years, this is the 4th trip to America in the last 3 years, I think now, it's a similar situation. It's not necessarily on the financial side of it, it's more about creating a fan base for the club. So that's been important. As far as the preparation of the team, and it's never changed in that respect too, that no matter what happened last year, we try to improve ourselves by detail, maybe 1%, 2%, and by doing that we feel we're going the right way. It's important to remember that you would never sit on the success of last year because it does you no good. There's always a demand for us to do well, expectations from ourselves and from fans. And also, which we take great pride in, is the competition. In England, there's a bit of tribalism in the country in the sense of you go to London and you're going to beat London teams, you maybe play Liverpool and you're going to beat them, you play Newcastle, the Geordies, and you've got to beat them. And there's that incredible intensity of competition that forces you to be your best all the time.
Great. Left side, second row.
Wayne, this question is for you. Obviously, your brother is playing for the New York Red Bulls here in Major League Soccer. How excited were you to hear when he scored the match winner in the third round of the U.S. Open Cup?
Yeah, obviously it was a great moment for him to score the winning goal. But I think the most important for him to come out here and he's working hard and trying to get in the starting 11. So obviously that's his aim. So I hope he can do that.
We've been down here in the front on the right.
Chicharito, has your life changed in 12 months? You made your debut in this game. You said, over here going round, everybody wants to know where you are, whether you're going to play or not. They all want to come watch you play. Has your life changed a lot because of what's happened in the last 12 months?
Honestly, I feel the same. The only thing that changes is that I can play with the best team of the world. I keep playing, I play a lot of games, and I win the 19 title with this team. I think it's the only thing to change in that 12 months because I try to keep the same way that I think, the same way that I train, and to keep improving. Like I said, the only thing in my mind is to help the team, to keep learning, and like I said already, that I keep living in a dream.
Orange shirt in the middle.
Javier, what do you think it is that's allowed you to settle in so very quickly for United and to start producing so quickly for them?
Well, I think the key is, first of all, to Alex, the boss, and also my teammates, because they helped me a lot to feel me like I've been in home. Also the staff in the club, I'm very happy. I'm enjoying a lot, and I think to be part of Manchester United, all the extra things are extra. No, I don't care, because to be part of this team is wonderful.
Okay, let's go to the fourth row on the right.
Javier, obviamente tú vienes de las fuerzas básicas de Chivas de Guadalajara y en el equipo de las estrellas de la MLS también hay otro jugador muy representativo de allá, Omar Bravo. Háblanos un poquito acerca de la relación que tú tuviste con él cuando estuviste en Chivas y tus sentimientos de cómo lo vas a ver una vez estés en el partido el día miércoles.
No, yo creo que cuando tú mencionas a Omar Bravo es una leyenda del club mexicano. Yo creo que, perdón, del club de Guadalajara. Creo que es un ícono, es un ídolo. A pesar de lo que él ha vivido y de muchísimas cosas, para mí sigue siendo un extraordinario jugador, una extraordinaria persona. Yo con él conviví muchísimo tiempo, me enseñó bastante y también pudimos jugar juntos. Tuvimos una gran temporada cuando marcamos historia con los 8 partidos seguidos ganados con Chivas. Tuvimos una gran temporada. Yo a él lo único que tengo es agradecimiento, al igual que a todos mis compañeros, y le deseo lo mejor, que Dios lo bendiga y que bueno, me va a dar muchísimo gusto el poder verlo.
Okay, the second row on the left side.
Sir Alex, since you've been coming here on the United States tours, you've been playing more and more MLS sides. What have you seen from the teams, and has the quality risen over the past 3 years?
Well, I certainly think it has improved, no question about that. And I think they're dealing with the really important issue of more teams, means more players. And of course, you know, the danger of that is that the talent spreads out, but to my mind, there's still good improvement as I see it. And we had tough games last year. I know that you maybe look at the results this year and say we're winning games comfortable, but the games have been difficult in different ways. For instance, the game in Seattle was a false result in that we made 8 chances and scored 7 of them, which is a high percentage in a normal game. If we create, say, 8 chances every week back home or in any big competition, and you're taking 90% of the chances, God, you're going to be in great form. Normally it's 25%, maybe 20%. So that was an unusual game, and in that game also our goalkeepers, both of them each half, had fantastic saves. And yes, towards the end it looked as if it was a real slaughter against Seattle, but that wasn't really the case. It was a closer game than people think. And of course the game in Chicago was first half, you know, they were the better side in many ways. Maybe we had more possession, but they created the better chances. The second half, we had to step up the performance level, brought in a few subs which helped us, and got the result we wanted. So I think in general, in terms of there's improvement. Each time I come here, particularly from 6-7 years ago.
We'll go to the third row in the white shirt.
Almost exactly 25 years, Sir Alex. Almost 25 years ago, June 15, 1986 was the last time we coaching national level at that time, Scotland. There is any challenge, motivation, inspiration for you as one of the most successful coach in the soccer history, coaching again at the national level in the future?
I think that it's very easy to be motivated in Manchester United because one, that we've always a nucleus of young people in the club, and that keeps me enthusiastic. I love working with young people. And the second thing, which is really important, is the history of Manchester United is so huge, and therefore a great expectation. You don't want to fail in any sense of the word. So for me, it's very easy to be motivated and be enthusiastic about a great club with really good players. But there's always a challenge, and every day is different for me. Every day something new happens, and somebody can knock on my door and surprise me. And other times I go looking for things that surprise me also. So it's a great club to be with for any, for any manager to go into that stage. Like 25 years ago, I never thought for a second that my next 25 years would be full of these incredible experiences.
Yeah, we'll go to the last row in the middle.
Wayne, this is, I'm wondering, first, have you gotten to see John yet? And do you have any plans with him over the next couple days? And also, could you just talk about the relationship that you guys had growing up?
Well, obviously, we're close, we're brothers, we grew up together, so, and over the next couple of days we're preparing for the game, so I won't have a chance to see him, but yeah, as I said before, he's working hard over here to try and get the team, so I hope he can do that.
Over here to the far right.
Quick question for Sir Alex. Looking at number 20 going into the season, which sides do you feel will stand in the way, and how much are you looking forward to facing City in the Community Shield?
I think that I look at the league, and I think the biggest challenge is ourselves, because if you look at the possibilities of the top teams, I think anyone can win the league. I think that ourselves, Manchester City, Liverpool will improve a lot. Arsenal and Chelsea, of course, have been there for a long time, always challenging us. So those 5 teams I think either one of them could win it. I think that obviously the Challenge Shield on the 7th of August, it is not a normal Community Shield game for Manchester United. It's about addressing our noisy neighbours again. So it's going to be an interesting match. We, of course, will be at a stage where I have to play players to give them game time before the season starts, because last year we mucked up a bit by giving too many half games, not enough 90-minute games. So hopefully we can redress that weakness in our approach last year, because when we played Fulham and Everton away from home, we were well short fitness-wise.
I'm going to go to the front row on the left here.
Thanks, Alex. Is Javier intended to play before you go back to the UK? Because there was some suggestion that he come on the tour to train but not to play.
Well, he's had his month holiday. He needed that because he's played in the World Cup for Mexico. He's had a long season, played the World Cup last summer also, which means that if you look at that 1 year itself, there's not a lot of rest there. The first and most important thing is for us to re-energise him, give him the proper training before we even consider him for the first team, because the season will not be decided in the first match. You know, when we get to him, understand where he is in terms of the physical side, we then can start introducing him to the team again.
With Ryan Lewis in the back.
This for Sir Alex. You talked about, for the past few years, maybe not as much, no bargains or no value, I think was your term, in the transfer market. You seem to have found some value in the transfer market this offseason. I'm just curious, do you think your shopping is done, or do you expect to add another central midfielder before the season, whether that be Wesley Sneijder or Nazar or anybody like that? Do you expect to add another central midfielder?
Well, the situation changed for us this season because there was 5 players on the 30s. Edwin retired, Paul Scholes retired, Gary Neville retired, and of course I sold John O'Shea and Wes Brown onto Sunderland. That helped in terms of the financing of the 3 younger players I brought to the club, Ashley Young, Phil Jones and David De Gea. So that the ball part changed in terms of how I thought the previous year. And at this moment in time, I would think I can't see any other addition at this moment in time, because the type of player we have been looking for is not available to us. So therefore, I have to be happy with the players I've got at the moment and carry on with that.
Time for 2 more. Second row.
Sir Alex, given the incredible worldwide popularity of your sport, does it mystify you why it has comparatively lagged here in the United States compared to, let's say, our other professional sports?
I get rid of that surprise element of Manchester United 20 odd years ago when I went to the Far East. I couldn't believe that thousands of people were running about the hotel and outside the whole night. And I think it just has to do with the romance of the club. Obviously, the events that happened in '58 created that particular romance, but the most important thing was how the next years spanned out, because I think that to recover from the Munich air disaster, to win the European Cup 10 years from then, through mainly their own young players, was an incredible feat and created what we see in Manchester United today. I think not necessarily the Munich air disaster. I think that created a focus, obviously, and it created sympathy. But the most important thing was how to recover from that. It showed you the determination of the manager at the time, Sir Mark Wisby, and he, without question, laid out the foundation of what we see Manchester United today. Because there's no doubt they always try to play the right way. They always try to win. Draws or losses are not in the agenda of Manchester United, never will be, and they do try to win matches all the time.
This one comes from the very back.
Javier, buenas tardes, Andrés Auche de ESPN. ¿Cuáles son tus objetivos personales, individuales para esta segunda temporada y en qué aspectos de tu juego puntualmente crees tenés más espacio para crecer y para mejorar futbolísticamente?
No, como ahorita lo mencioné, tengo las mismas metas, los mismos propósitos que hace un año, ¿no? Seguir trabajando, seguir aprendiendo, dando lo mejor para esta extraordinaria institución, ¿no? Siempre lo he mencionado, ¿no? Que no debe de haber nada que me haga cambiar, ni sentirme ni más ni menos que nadie. Es otra temporada que voy a vivir, como ahorita lo mencioné, no, que sigo viviendo en un sueño que ojalá nunca pueda despertar, y así es. Y lo que más a mí me importa crecer, como tú ahorita lo mencionaste, ¿en qué aspecto? Yo creo que en todos quisiera mejorar, en todos quisiera poder seguir creciendo con la ayuda de todos mis compañeros, del cuerpo técnico, del boss. Me encantaría así seguir creciendo, estoy feliz, muy motivado por lo que pude vivir, ¿no? que fue ganar la Premier League. Quiero volver a repetirlo, quiero poder ayudar a mi equipo para poder ganar todos los trofeos posibles.
Great. I want to thank our guests from Manchester United for their professionalism and their time.